We should be good now, right? Okay. Okay, we're good now. Woo! Had a bit of a scare there. But we all good now. Boom, 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 boom. Bum 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 bum. Oi! How you doing, Viola? Welcome in. How's your Sunday night going? Just had dinner, now I have to roll over. I feel that. We had dinner about like, we had a really early dinner. I should say about like 1 o'clock. We had we went to a nice big restaurant since Roz's folks are in town for the weekend. Mushrooms? You have mushrooms for dinner? Like just really well prepared mushrooms, or? What kind of mushrooms? What's up, Roz? Welcome in. Like stir-fried mushrooms with parsley and garlic? Ooh. That sounds good. I had a big old plate of spaghetti, and I didn't even finish it because the restaurant that we got it from, the restaurant that we got the restaurant that we went to, fucking plate's about this big, and it took up about this much of it. Like it took up a pretty big chunk of it. It was big. Family visit, huh? Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm gonna be as quiet as I can with this. I don't imagine this will get very loud, but yeah, her folks are sleeping in the other room, or at least one of them is. So. But the show must go on, damn it. Dum, dum, dum. I think I'm a little too jittery. I thought I was tired earlier, and I took like a caffeine pill just to like keep my energy up. That's so quiet now. Fuck. Hang on, I'm gonna try to fix that. That's so quiet. I adjusted all of the things so it wasn't gonna be super loud, but now like you can't even hear that. Hang on. You adjusted too much? Yeah. Roz is trying to cook you? Yeah, for real. Hang on. Okay, so that was at 50%. Okay, now it's at Roz. Do it again, because now it's at 75%. Okay, that's still kind of quiet. Let me try a nice 90. All right, try one more time. Let me see. I don't need to like refresh anything, right? I should just be able to adjust it and save it. Explain this. Dude, that's Google Stadia. That's true gaming. Any Stadia heads in chat? You need to refresh? Refresh what? Like... Oh wait, you're right. Hang on. Channel point reward. Alright, I refreshed it. Let me go back to 75%, save, refresh, hit it again. I just refreshed the source. Were you entered or is it... Okay. Let me bump that again. It's kind of memery. I bought a controller. Hang on. The music's also just a lot. Alright. Alright, I refreshed the browser source one more time, hit it. But I got a controller for it. I like it better when it's stupid loud. I think that's maybe a little bit more. Honestly, maybe just like dialing it back a little bit. Maybe a 95. Hang on. I'm gonna bring this up to 90. We're adjusting on the fly here. I'm gonna bring that up to 80. Still so quiet. I mean, anything more than that, it's just gonna be obnoxiously loud. I can try 97. Here, refreshed. Give that a try. Honestly, I think that's pretty good. How do y'all feel about it? That's pretty good. Throw the music back on. But it also doesn't startle you. Yeah, like it's there. And I kind of like it being there. I don't like it being like... Yeah, I don't know, the moan is better when it's loud. Yeah, but it's loud in my ears. And I have to adjust all my shit to make it like, where I can hear everything. We'll fuck with it more as we go, because we have, it's not as impactful. Can you make it louder for you? I mean, yeah, but if I make it louder for me, then it's gonna blow my eardrums out. That's the only problem. It's kind of boring without the loudness. We'll play with it later, but it's not super important to do with right now. Oh wait, is Cornbread back? A cute excuse to relearn ASL. You're so true. Did I ever turn back on Cornbread? I should do that. I'm gonna do that real quick. You guys are gonna get cornbread back. There you go. There's cornbread. Venom, venom. All right, you guys can play with those as you will, and then we can adjust as we go. But I'm pretty sure we're good to go now with that. We're gonna give it like. See, I like that. That feels so much nicer in my ears. That feels better. That sounds so much better. Hey yo, what's pogging y'all? How you doing, Tiger? Welcome in. It's hard to hear with all the other noises happening. I mean, yeah. Hold on. You know what? Let me put it back. Tiger, welcome in. We are troubleshooting some noises here. But we're gonna jump into the rankings here in just a minute. Thank you very much for spending your. The sound needs to be louder than you. Yeah, but I also don't want to blow out my ears. So I gotta work on that balance, but it'll be okay. That one's fine. Push-up section, I think, is honestly fine at about 100. That's what we had it. Big hat noise is good at what we got it. Yeah, I think we're good. Saved and refreshed. I don't want to hear Slugger's music. There we go. This is fine. Alrighty, I'll give it like 2 more minutes and then we will jump into the rankings here. You guys get to listen to another white man ramble on about video games for a couple hours. It's gonna be great. White. The white man. I'd laugh if you ever visited Spain and saw a Catholic procession. Why did they say it like with a what? Why is that? Google Nazaranos. I'll bite. Save search off. Is this gonna blue screen my... Brother. My dude. I didn't know they existed there. I'm glad I didn't have to stream up while I looked that up. Jesus Christ. Happy ranking day, everyone. How you doing, Jordan? It's not that? I mean, it kind of looks like, it really looks like that, though. They aren't racist? I mean, I would hope so. I would hope so. All right. And on that note, let's go ahead and get into it here. It's now 1 minute past the hours, but we're all good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the encore episode, as it were, the epilogue to Season 4 of Backlog Blitz, the PlayStation 2 era. What we typically do here is we rank every single game that we played for Backlog, and then we will roll at the end of it for the next console. And that next console could be it could be anything. We could do something modern like the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4 or the Switch, or we can head all the way back into the Stone Age with the NES, SNES, Game Boy. Any Atari Jaguar fans in chat? Too bad, I can't find an emulator that works, so that's not going up on the list just yet, but we will at some point. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Full disclosure, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about half the time. Don't take these opinions seriously. You know, you can if you want, but I will be defending them till my dying breath. Also, again, most of these are only about an hour's worth of playtime, except for a couple of them. So I'm gonna take them so seriously. I believe you. How you doing, Maddie? But we are going to get in. We're gonna do these at random. I have the entire bin over here. In fact, I'll do one of these. I have the entire bin of PlayStation 2 games, and I'm gonna pull them out, and then we're gonna talk about them, and then we're gonna rank it. The bin, exactly. Hi, Coda, miss you. Yeah, everybody, that's my sister. Everybody say hi to my sister. Actually, hang on. Roz, I don't know how to do it. I might end up banning her on accident. Can you make her VIP? Family gets VIP. But let's go ahead and get into it here. Got the whole list pulled up here with all 54 PlayStation 2 games we played. You can see all of them in their glory right here. Chat, which one's your favorite? I like the pool game. That one's really fun. We do have a couple of stragglers that I do want to put out immediately. By the way, this is going to get very long and convoluted, so, you know, just... I can't make people VIP? I thought you could. We're going to do... No, I didn't want to do that shit. It's /VIP username. Oh, okay, hang on. All right, there we go. Now Madison is a VIP. We're gonna do one of these real quick. Just because. USA. USA. Did I spell that right? I don't think I did. Okay, I didn't. All right. There are two in here that we unfortunately were not able to play due to region locking, because my PlayStation 5 does not read Japanese PlayStation 2 games. And those games being Cool Shot and Front Mission 4, unfortunately. Hello, I'm one of the US gays of the USA. Hell yeah. How you doing, Cass? Welcome in. You ready to listen to the white man bitch about video games for 2 hours? Strap in. There's also one more game I do want to, or one more thing I do want to do. No, I want to do that. I'm good, friend. How are you? I'm doing good. I am a little jittery. I may or may not have taken a caffeine pill right before this and didn't need it, and didn't know I didn't need it until 2 minutes before we went live. Dude, I'll join you about bitching about video games. Say less. Oh, hell yeah. Game don't work. This game did not work. We could not get it to read, and that is NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. I'm sorry for all of the NASCAR fans out there. We are not going to be talking about NASCAR Dirt to Daytona for the PlayStation 2. I understand if you want to unfollow. I know we just hit 100 followers last stream. Thank you guys very much for that, by the way. But we are unfortunately not going to talk about NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. We are going to talk about the other 51 video games that are on here, though. And we're going to pull them out of the bin as we go. Cass, I don't know if you saw the bin. This bin is huge. Check the shit. Check the shit out. Look how big that is. It's big. What console you were rating? PlayStation 2. We played 54 PlayStation 2 games. I see the OG Bully on top. Well, let's see if I grab it first. I'm literally not even going to look. I'm just going to do... and just kind of flutter around with it. We're going to talk about Chain of Memories to start with. Chain of Memories was the first game where the chat wanted to watch me suffer through 3 hours of Kingdom Hearts games. So I got to play this game way more extensively than I did any other game on this list. And if I can give a kind of controversial opinion, I think Chain of Memories is kind of cool. Chain of Memories is kind of cool, man. In 3 hours, I don't know if he did any deck building. I did not, but like, I like the combat and the story and like I like the idea of Chain of Memories a lot. That might also be because I grew up with it. I grew up with it on the Game Boy, GBA, Chain of Memories. But I kind of like it a lot. I just finished Kingdom Hearts 1. How was it? Because my only exposure to Kingdom Hearts was Chain of Memories before this. Where did I have it? I have like a whole okay. I have like a whole like spreadsheet with all the information so I can keep track of my shit. Fun Chain of Memories trivia: the entire game exists because the director got drunk and had a nightmare of Kingdom Hearts with a card game concept mixed in. Are you serious? Is that real? That's so funny. I didn't know that. That's fucked up. I'm gonna start Chain of Memories soon, but I want to play something else in between. That's fair. King KH1 is pretty decent, most of it still holds up. Played PC HD Final Remix version. I did for the PlayStation 2, for the PlayStation 3. We did 1, 2, and then Dream Dropped it. Not Dream Dropped. 30. All the cutscenes of 385 Days Over 2 or whatever. And I didn't even make it off the island of Kingdom Hearts 1. I'll be honest. But Chain of Memories, I think is a good game. And that's like, I know people give like people. Is Chain of Memories the black sheep of the Kingdom Hearts franchise? Like, people don't like it, right? Is it bad in the Kingdom Hearts ecosystem? I love KOH. Chain of Memories has been my least favorite, but after replaying Birth by Sleep recently, never again. But yeah, Chain of Memories, I think is a good game. I like it a lot. It's for me, and that's all that I need. That's also all that it needs to be sometimes. Next up, we have Oh, a great pull. Shadow of the Colossus. I've played this before already. I played it when we did the PlayStation 3. There was a double pack of Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. And I love Shadow of the Colossus so much. Stop gooning? Never. I'll fucking glaze over this game all day. Shadow of the Colossus, without a doubt, is probably one of, like, up there and one of the best games I've ever played. It's so good. It's like the perfect length for what the story wants to do. The story could be a little, or it could be like a little bit better, but I love the mystery, the intrigue, like just what the game is so good. I'm excited if we roll PlayStation 4 to play the remaster, because I do have the remaster, but this game is so good. It goes in peak. I'm so glad this is the first game in peak for me. All right, next game. Pulling from the bottom. Front Mission 4. Again, USA, baby. USA. Gonna pull it from again. Kingdom Hearts 2. I don't remember getting very far with this for Backlog. I honestly... Oh, wait. This is the one where you play... You play as... Is it Roxas? Not Roxas. Is it Roxas you play at the beginning of the game? I didn't make it to Sora, I'll be honest. But I like the skating part. You like the skating around thing. I thought I was playing Skate for a little bit. That's very funny. I didn't really get far in it, and I don't want to make an assumption about how the game is with only playing it for the hour I did. So we are going to make a new tier. Oh, I didn't want to add 2. Whatever. It's Roxas? Oh, okay. Inconclusive / needs more data. And that's gonna be that one right there. That's pretty good. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2, we didn't really get far with it. I don't want to say whether it's good or bad, because like I said, I like Chain of Memories, but I don't have much experience outside of just Chain of Memories. So the only fair thing I can do is just say I need more data with Kingdom Hearts 2. And that's all. That's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If I hear you don't put Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses at least okay game or above, I'm going to cry. Well, you're going to see for yourself here in just a moment. Because the next game that we pull out is Seven Wonders. I grew up playing a lot of Seven Wonders. If you like Bejeweled games and you like, this is just a Bejeweled clone, and it's just, there's a lot of nostalgia here for me. I played it a lot with my grandmother growing up. I love Bejeweled games. The only one I don't really fuck with is Candy Crush, but like Seven Wonders, yeah, it's just, Seven Wonders is a good game. It's a good game if you love puzzle matching games. Where did I put it? Yeah, for the experience that you get with Seven Wonders, it's definitely an okay game. Unless you really like puzzle, like match 3 puzzle games. Seven Wonders is definitely one to check out. What's next? Shinobi. Let me see if I can pull from my notes here where I had Shinobi. That's right. Okay. So Shinobi should be like one of the de facto games that I go back to in concept, because it's hold forward, beat up enemies, and I love a game where I hold forward and beat up enemies. But I don't know, something about it wasn't clicking with me. It was either have we ranked the greatest masterpiece yet? Hold on. We are not at War of the Monsters yet, but we will be. So, don't worry. I played Shinobito, but not Shinobi. What is Shinobito? Is that a setup for a D's Nuts joke that I just walked into? How you doing, Kunger? Also, we'll get to War of the Monsters here in a minute. I know what you're here for. But like something just wasn't clicking for me. Maybe it was like when I played it or anything, but I remember enjoying it, but I don't think I would go back to play Shinobi unless it was for like unless it was a redeemed game. Unless someone really likes Shinobi. I think I just had an okay time with it. So Shinobito is darker, similar to Tenchu. I bet I remember the gameplay being fun. It was 3D. Ooh. I would love another, you know, ninja like 3D action game. I bought Ninja Gaiden, and Ninja Gaiden remasters are on Game Pass, so I might pick them up at some point. And maybe I might pick those up to scratch my itch for like what I wanted Shinobi to be. But that's neither here nor there. Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm late. What did I miss? All of this. You can look at all this and figure out what you missed. How you doing, Sparkle Tush? Welcome in. Metal Gear Solid 2. I hadn't played a Metal Gear game or really sat down to play a Metal Gear game or like at all before this, but playing 2 and 3 back to back was so much fun. I understand why these games are masterpieces. I might honestly pick up the remaster and finish playing 3 on the remaster. Peak, I suck Kojima dick for a living. That's totally fair. I get it. Does my notes agree though? Let me see. They do agree. Okay. Yeah, like Metal Gear Solid 2 is just, it was such a fun time. It was so good. And normally like stealth action games are not for me. I don't like Hitman. Like I didn't like Hitman all that much. Stealth missions are just not something that I have the patience for. But man, Metal Gear 2 was so much fun. But Metal Gear 2 is peak gaming. Guy's a bit of a weirdo for feed scans, but yeah, that's true. Hey, did you see that photo in the Discord of me buried in the pile of games? If you are not in the Discord and you would like to see that photo, you're more than welcome to join that Discord link right there and check out and hang out with some really amazing people and get up to dates on stream and all sorts of other fun stuff. So click that link right there. Do you mean you want to play the HD collection or Delta? I want to play Delta. HD collection is kind of hard to come by. Oh wait, no, it's on. They did. Oh wait. Maybe I do the HD collection because I forgot 3 was in the HD collection. Delta is much more accessible. That's so true. I might do Delta. I get a friend who's playing through it right now, and he's having a blast with it. All right, here we go. Dude, back to back right there. Back to back. Fucking Metal Gear Solid 3. Again, no question. We talked about how much 2 was a masterpiece. What a thrill. Am I right? What a thrill Metal Gear Solid 3 is. I'm not even a big Kojima guy. There's no game like a Metal Gear game. There's no game like a Kojima game. But Metal Gear 3 is fucking awesome. Like quality of life stuff makes a huge difference. So absolutely, yeah. I like 3 more than the others because of the unique setting. Yeah. I like 3 because of the song. The Bond-esque music. It's so good. But yeah, again, there's nothing more to talk about with 3. 3 is just a masterpiece. Speaking of a masterpiece, Crash Wrath of Cortex. I'm a big Crash Bandicoot guy. My first Crash Bandicoot game was Crash of the Titans, so it wasn't like a traditional Crash Bandicoot game, but like I fell in love with the character, the whole world that they established in just the Crash Bandicoot lore. I played the hell out of the Insane Trilogy when that came out. I bought 4 and I beat 4 within like a couple days. I love Crash Nitro Kart, Crash Team Racing. Like, I'm a big Crash Bandicoot guy, and this hit my fix pretty good. Great game for sure. I would go one step further because I'm a big, like I said, I'm a big Crash Bandicoot guy. I would go one step further, and I would say that 4 is peak. Crash 4 is peak. I love it. And I was worried because I worried that I wasn't gonna like it as much after coming back and playing after coming off of 4 and going into Wrath of Cortex. Oh, it's so much fun. I honestly think I like Crash Wrath of Cortex way more than I like 4, because 4 gets hard. 4 gets a little too hard towards the end, just for me. There's like one level that took me like an hour, but it's still pretty good. Bottom of the front row. Again, game don't work. Sorry to all the NASCAR fans out here, but Devil May Cry 3. I love a game where I feel so powerful in my combat. I didn't think it was going to be super what's the word? I thought it was going to be a little intimidating for me to like jump into like the character action combat games, because like I tried playing Bayonetta 3 when that came out, and I was like, this is like okay, but granted, not the best place to start because I got thoughts on Bayonetta 3. But Devil May Cry 3, this shit is so much fun. Devil May Cry 3 also joins, if I remember correctly. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Devil May Cry 3, while very difficult, does go into great game. It's not up there yet because I want to play more of it to like really say it's peak, but Devil May Cry 3 is fantastic. Everything Souls-like these days, hack and slash is rare now. Yeah, there's this one like action game, not like a hack and slash action game, but that I saw and I was genuinely like, oh, this looks like a fun like adventure platformer game for me. And it's like Shield Knight or something like that. It's so much fun. It looked so much fun. I want to get it at some point. All right. Let's see what we got next. Beatmania. This is the game that made episode 2 unavailable on YouTube. We cannot watch season 4 episode 2 of the VOD because of this game, because it has, the entire thing is just a copyright nightmare. And so Beatmania creates a new tier. I suck at rhythm games. And Beatmania goes here. I'm very bad at rhythm games. I love the music. I'm a big music guy. Rhythm games I just cannot get a hold of at all. The closest you're gonna ever catch me being good at a rhythm game is with Rock Band, and I'm singing on the mic. Other than that, all right, here we go. There's only like 4 people in the world who are good at rhythm games. Yeah, and that's what, like, I bought Fuser. Fuser's not really like a rhythm game in the traditional sense. It's more of a tool. But like, I bought Fuser before they got shut down. I still have it on my Switch, just so I could play, like, pull it out when I want to. Man, Fuser's so much fun, and I really wish that Epic didn't buy Harmonix, so that way the service didn't get shut down. Because Fuser is so much fun. If you don't know what Fuser is a game where you have all these licensed songs, and you can mix and match different bass lines and drums and synths and vocals and everything from like all sorts of different songs to create one like super big 32 bar DJ mix. And you get shit from like Weezer, from Rascal Flatts to Billie Eilish to Darude Sandstorm. It's so much fun, but you can't access anything on the service anymore. You can't buy any of the songs anymore because all the licenses expired, and Harmonix, and they shut down the service because Harmonix now works solely with Epic to make Fortnite Festival, which I thought was what Harmonix was taking the Fuser stuff and putting into Fortnite Festival. Turns out they're not doing that, and it kind of blows. But I digress. On to the next game, Devil May Cry. same thoughts about 3. For my introduction to the Devil May Cry and like the hack and slash stuff, it's all great. I want to play more of it so I can say that I can put it in here. But for the hour that I played of Devil May Cry and Devil May Cry 3, great games. Let's pull a new one. Portal Runner. Let me double check and see if I can't jog my stuff, because Portal Runner was one of those games where... Let me see, where the fuck is it? Okay, there we go. Portal Runner was one of the games that I pulled up, and I was not expecting the narrative that it was. So everything in the game takes place in like a toy box. So it's kind of like, it's like if Toy Story was like an RPG, or like an action RPG. It was super interesting. And I wanted to like get more into it because I liked the combat and everything. The only thing that was holding it back was unfortunately just the controls. The tank controls are what really killed me, and if you are not prepared, you can get rinsed like that in certain scenarios because you don't know how to, like, you can't turn or you can't combat fast enough or whatever. It was just an okay experience, and I kind of I wished it was more, because it's definitely good. Well, it's not a good game, but like, it's not I wish I was having fun, because I was having fun. I just wish I was having more fun. But Portal Runner is an okay game for what you get out of it. Let's see what's next. I'm gonna dig from the bottom. There we go. The bottom of the barrel. Here we go. Top Gear Daredevil. This game showed its hand immediately, and it was kind of repetitive, if I can be completely honest. I thought this game was going to be so cool, because it was just dumb, drive around, collect objectives, and make it to the goal. And then it just got boring. It really just got boring after a while. It was fun until it wasn't. And for that, where are we at? There we go. Top Gear Daredevil, unfortunately, is just, I wish I was having fun. You just described door dashing. You are not wrong. How you doing, Wyatt? Welcome in. Welcome into the rankings. Yeah. The DoorDash simulator. How you doing, Will? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, it was I wish there was more to it. And there probably is more to it, but I just wish it didn't show its hand so early. Alright, from the bottom of the bin, we got Blowout. Another game that had a lot of potential, but held back by the controls. Let me see where my notes corroborate here. Yeah. Blowout is a Metroidvania with the grittiness of, like, Gears of War. Have you guys ever played... Okay. How many of you guys remember in the computer lab in high school, or just in school in general, Max Games? And they had Unreal Tournament, and it was a Flash Unreal Tournament where you moved around with the arrow or with the WASD, and then you pointed and you did all that with the mouse and everything, and you fought computer characters or whatever. That's what Blowout is, but with none of the intriguing, none of the gumption, or none of the thrill that is Unreal Tournament. And it wants to be Duke Nukem and Gears of War so bad. And it fails to hit the mark on both. It was such an interesting idea. It was such a cool idea to do like a Metroidvania, like a grittier, like war-driven Metroidvania. But man, it was just something. It could have been so much better. We had Halo CE and he installed locally on the network because the admin passwords to the network is last name. Dude, in high school, in my intro to business class, because it was a Texas football coach, he didn't give a shit what we were doing in the class. So all of us figured out how to install Halo Combat Evolved to play LAN, and we just had half the room playing LAN Halo CE. It was so much fun. I was a Cool Math Games kid. I was a Cool Math Games kid late into it. Like once they stopped doing the computer lab stuff. Our network admin was a basketball coach. I don't know what they thought was gonna happen. Yeah, that sounds about right. Woody Woodpecker, the last game we played for Backlog. What an atrocious 3D platformer this is. This game had everything going for it to be a good 3D platformer. I'm gonna change the music real quick. Oh, it's ending. Had everything going for it to be like a cool 3D platformer, not knowing shit about Woody Woodpecker, but just watching it go down, like playing the game was fine for a minute until it wasn't. The homing attack move that you did when you jumped up and tried to strike down kind of worked. Combat was really weird. You got hit out of the sky a lot. You got hit more than you actually were able to hit. It was just not great. Would you say you find more gems than not going through this backlog? There are plenty of games that I would not have expected to be as good as they were because of backlog. When we did the Genesis, I love King of Monsters. I grew up watching Nick Arcade, and I watched them play King of the Monsters, and I was like, oh my god, I want to get King of the Monsters for Genesis. And then I learned that they did King of the Monsters 2, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta pick that up. I had never played it, never seen anything of it, but King of the Monsters 2 plays more of like a traditional arena fighter game with like actual combos and shit. So I picked that up, and when I started playing it, I was super excited and super happy to play it. That game gets super high praise for me. I'd say that's probably the best Genesis game on my system, other than Sonic 2. But I loved playing King of the Monsters 2. I probably would play that a lot. I'd probably go back and play that on stream of my own volition. Woody Woodpecker gives me a bad taste in my mouth every time I hear its name. Why? It's just that fucking laugh. But yeah, Woody Woodpecker is just, it wasn't a great 3D platformer, which is unfortunate. Out of the chute, Professional Bull Rider. We only played it for about 15 minutes before Roz told me that I could stop playing it. There is nothing to this game unless you love bull riding. In fact, I would go so far as to say, that I beat the game. And for that, I beat it. There we go. PBR out of the chute. We got all content's worth out of the game in 15 minutes. There was one guy who was an ass who was obsessed with the show. Ugh. That's weird. We don't have enough good bull riding games out there. I mean, what else would you do with it? My only thing is like, here's how you make a good bull riding game. Okay, you make it multiplayer, like 6 players. That way you can do teams. That was a joke. No. I'm gonna make it a real game. You get 6 players. You can do it a free for all, or you can make it 3-on-3. But you make a bull riding game that's like a King of the Hill style game, and you have to get on the bull and you have to hold on the bull while also fighting off the enemy team, and you have to have the most time on the bull. That's how you make a good bull riding game. You guys can have that one for free because I'm not gonna make it. Let's see what's next. What skins do we add? You can do one set of skins. It's a cowboys, clowns. You can do one that's like wrestlers, but just like generic wrestlers because they like to do that. Make the bull a shark. Ooh, and then you can make like Atlanteans. Ooh. You can make the bull a shark and then just do like, yeah, like Atlanteans versus scuba divers. You can do, if you make it like a tractor, you can do like farmhands versus like, I don't know, coyotes or like wolves, like werewolves and shit like that. Wait, now that I'm talking about it, that actually kind of sounds fun. And then you can have different terrains. Like you can do, this needs to be a Facebook game. Why not just have all of them? No, you do. It's like you unlock it through the game. We're not microtransactioning this shit. We're good game devs here. Speaking of good game devs, it's not from these fuckers. Surfing H3O might be the biggest piece of shit game that I've played for the PlayStation 2. I didn't think that we were going to have the category. Typically we have the category of DNF. This game is so bad. The fuck is an H3O? H3O, I don't know how much you can see it. It's a surfing game, but it's not a good one. We played it for about 30 minutes. You cannot get enough speed to get to a point where you can pass over the wave, or like you can ride the wave. And then once you do get to that point, you can't move. You have to like move like this on the wave, but it's impossible to do that. Lavixie, welcome in. How are you doing today? Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in to the rankings of every PlayStation 2 game that I have ever played for my little show called Backlog Blitz. What we do here is I have too many video games, over 1,138 to be specific. And now I am being forced to play every single one of those video games until I'm dead or I play them all. But I only have to play them for an hour. Right now what you're seeing is the epilogue of my fruition, where I go through and I rank how I feel about every game on the list, and then we're gonna roll for the next console, which could be anything from the Switch, the PlayStation 4, the SNES, the Game Boy, the Wii, all sorts of stuff. So thank you very much for sticking around and for following. How is your Sunday night going? But while we're waiting on that, anyway, H3O, biggest piece of shit I've ever played. We got it in it for like 30 minutes before I gave up on it. Sunday good? That's good. I appreciate you popping in and spending your Sunday evening with me and hanging out and everything, and listening to the white man bitch about video games again. So, but we have our first and only, I think, DNF. Holy shit, this game is bad. Three-day weekend? You're so right. I forgot it was a 3-day weekend. I'll be completely honest. Until I went to work and then we had a meeting and my boss was like, hey, make sure you don't show up to work on Monday because it's a holiday weekend. I went, oh yeah, I forgot. This is so interesting. I've never had a console other than the Wii and the Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 is the one console that we're going to be doing at the very end of it. I love the 360, and that has like the most games. It's like 100 and some games. But that's going to be our series finale. It is. I'm so glad. Oh yeah, the 3-day weekend's great. Your father would disagree. He can come in here and defend himself. For all I care. This game is ass. You know what game is not ass though? Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoons. I had a lot of fun with Sly Cooper. And this game doesn't even feel like, because Sly Cooper's supposed to be a stealth game or whatever. I didn't have to play it like a stealth game. I gotta be going and doing stuff, but I leaves you up. Oh, you're so fine. Thank you very much for the follow, Lavixie. And oh, I don't have like alert command, so you're more than welcome to just hang out and do what you got. But thank you very much for popping in, and have fun lurking and listening to the white man bitch about video games. Sly Cooper. This game is very fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. The platforming is really cool. The combat, the back and forth with I guess not back and forth. The traversal is what I want to say is really fun. I liked it a lot. I would go and say, where did I have this before? Sly Cooper is definitely a great game. I'm gonna put Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoon up in great game. I also work in the office on Monday, so I get 3-day weekend with a full week. Oh, dude, hell yeah. You're white? You're a man? Anyway, that's all I heard while doing dishes. Yeah, the white man bitching about video games. Not this video game, though. Castlevania, Lament of Innocence. Since when to both? All right, you are gonna have a timeout here in a minute. All right, I'm not from around here. Oh, you're totally fine, Wyatt. Is it Lament of Innocence? Let me figure out where. Where did I have this at? Huh? Where's it at? I had it written down somewhere. Hang on. I guess I didn't have it written down. All right, well, I guess I'm just going on my feelings then. Castlevania and the Lament of Innocence, I'd say was a fun. This and Curse of Darkness gave me a great introduction to the Castlevania games, being my first like 3D Castlevania games. I would love to go back and play probably more Curse of Darkness before this. I would say that Lament of Innocence is definitely a great game from what I played. I love the combat of Lament of Innocence. I love the combat of Curse of Darkness. When we get to Curse of Darkness, we'll get there, but Lament of Innocence was very fun. Let's see what's next. Sledstorm! Ooh, Sledstorm! Let's go! Let's go over to the, where did I have this here? Ah, that's right. Okay. Sledstorm was a really cool racing game. It's very hard. These races, though, were so long. The races and the laps between for all the courses are too long to like really enjoy and to know like when the ending is. Every time I thought I would get to a point in the end of the race, I'm like, oh shit, that's just lap 1 that we hit once we finally got like the lap counter. Sledstorm is a really cool game, but it's probably not a game that I'm going to go back for anytime soon to really like indulge myself in. So what the hell is this? Hold up. Oh, that's probably copyright. It's switched over to the Legend of Zelda concert. Let me go ahead and redo this one here. There we go. Ooh, Super Monkey Ball 2. Perfect, since we're playing Super Monkey Ball 2 in a couple weeks for a redeemed game. Cool shot, though. I love pool games. This does not work, though. As we already discussed, my PlayStation 2 is not region free, so that game is the other one that does not get to be talked about let's move on. There's a lot of tiers in this list. It's not even halfway done. It's not even halfway done. How you doing, Dio? Welcome in. More tiers, more better. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Here we go. Superbike World Championship. This is a game, and that's all I really got to say about it. This is a type of game, we talked about it while we were playing it, but this game also gets to unlock a new tier. Have you ever been to like a public setting, or like you ever been to your grandma's house? Now hold up 10K for a cooking stream. I got news for you, Dio. We got a cooking stream redeemed already. That's coming up in a couple weeks. So if you want a cooking stream, you're gonna get it. If you want a cooking stream later, I'd save up those points. But yeah, we're gonna get a cooking stream, so don't you worry. We're making burgers. I'm sorry I'm late. You're totally fine, Rachel. Welcome in. We're not even halfway done, I think. I'm excited for cooking. Me too. I'm so excited. But Superbike World Championship started a trend that we talked about during the stream when we played it. If you've ever been to like a public setting with the games that they have, or if you've ever been to like a retirement home or an elderly center, and they have an old ass console there, this is the type of game that you would see played at those kinds of centers. Like at the YMCA, if they didn't have the budget for like Halo, you would see Superbike World Championship. And so this is going to kick off a tier of games called Retirement Home. What do we call it? Retirement what? Retirement home video games, yeah. Because there are a couple of them in this bin. Retirement home video games. So that's starting off Superbike World Championship. There's a Wii Mini in my childhood dentist's office. Exactly. And you would find something like Carnival Games there. That's a retirement home or like public setting video game. Your voice is keeping me company while I put on jewelry holders. Oh, dude, hell yeah. I'm glad I can keep you company. I remember breaking the time trial records. Dude, we had in my dentist office, when I went to the dentist as a kid, they had a full-on like arcade cabinet, and it was like a bunch of multi-games and everything like that. One of the games in there was Tempest, and it had a trackball. So I would boot up Tetris every time, and I just slapped the shit out of the ball and just let it ride. And I was never good at Tempest, but I love Tempest. Tempest is one of my favorite arcade games. So let's see what's next. Frogger. Konami Kids Playground, Frogger, Hop, Skip, and Jumpin' Fun. This is a game I almost spent like $60 to get the gamepad with, because it has like a floor mat gamepad that works with the actual shapes. Like there's like a circle and a triangle and a square on the box. It came with the gamepad. I almost bought the gamepad. It was not worth $60 to play this, because it was only going to be for like, 15 minutes that we played it. And we did. We played 15 minutes worth of the game and beat the entire game. Saw all of the content that it asked for. And so that is the next game that joins PBR Shoot in I beat the game. Let's see here. Let's see what's next. SOCOM, US Navy SEALs. My first introduction to the SOCOM games were from SOCOM 4 on the PlayStation 3. And I don't know what the hell was going on. There's actual story. I thought this was just simulator games. But turns out there's like a whole like overarching story to the SOCOM universe, and I don't know shit about it. But the first SOCOM game, it was okay. It wasn't my cup of tea, and it really kind of isn't still my cup of tea. I say I probably wish I was having fun with it. Yeah, it's a little too Sonic music. Let's go. Dude, Sonic music goes crazy. I can't wait till we get to like Sonic Heroes so I can add all the Sonic Heroes music, because I like to add it whenever we play the game, with a few exceptions. SOCOM is I wish I was having fun. It's just not a game for me. It's a little too tactical for me. My nightmare. Disney Golf was my nightmare. It's a good golf game, but the CPUs are tough. They do not let you have. They do not let you up. They be gaming a riot. Look, Disney Golf was fine. All right, Goofy fucking swinging his ass back and forth was probably worth the price of admission alone. However, I played way better golf games. It's okay. Disney Golf, it's an okay experience. If you like Disney and you like golf, give it a try. Other than that, it's an okay game. Yeah, I know. You guys can ride all you want. If you have those CK riots, go ahead and drop them in chat. I like to watch the world burn. Let's see what's next. Just like that. Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Like we talked about, this one improves upon Lament of Innocence so much, and I love it. I want to go back and play Curse of Darkness so much. Curse of Darkness is peak. Oh, catch me up here. So here's what's at the top. We have Shadow of the Colossus, Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, Crash the Wrath of Cortex, and Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Help me on, you're on my phone. The pictures are real little. I got you. So we have these 5 on peak. We have Devil May Cry 1 and 3, Sly Cooper, and Castlevania Lament of Innocence in great game. In good games so far, we only have Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. In okay, we have Seven Wonders, Shinobi, Power Runner, Sled-Storm, and Disney Golf, which some people disagree with here. Will. In the I wish I was having fun category, we have Top Gear Daredevil, Blowout, Woody Woodpecker, and SOCOM. In the inconclusive center, we have Kingdom Hearts 2, because I want more data on it before I really say whether or not it's good or not. And then here we have the fuck ass tiers. 2 games I wasn't allowed to play due to my PlayStation being region locked, which means I just couldn't play Japanese titles, was Cool Shot and Front Mission 4. A game that didn't work at all was NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. The I Suck at Rhythm Games category is being held only by Beatmania. The I Beat It, it's whatever tier, is Professional Bull Rider Out of the Chute, which we beat in like 20 minutes, and Frogger Hop, Skip, and Jump and Fun, which we beat in 15. The only game that we did not finish because of how bad it was Surfing H3O, which was a dog shit game. And starting the Retirement Home Video Games set tier is Superbike World Championship, which are games that are like you would find at a rec center or an elderly home center or something like that. That's what you would find in retirement home video games. And for the next one to join in any of these categories are Ratchet and Clank. After playing the Ratchet and Clank games on PS3, I'm a big fan. The lore is like out there. It's like goofy Star Wars shit without all the politics. I love me some Ratchet and Clank. For the first game, I can see where the issues lie. Ratchet and Clank goes hard. I can see where the first issues lie with the first game, but that does not stop it from being a solid starting point. Ratchet and Clank is the first game is definitely a good game. I like the other ones. I think Into the Nexus might be my favorite one that I played so far for Backlog. Into the Nexus is a great Ratchet and Clank game. So this definitely goes high on my list, right there. Oh, speaking of high, I think the stack over here is getting a little too tall. We might have to settle for this one here. What's next? There's like a whole corner I haven't really touched yet. Eco. Any Eco fans in chat? I would plug your ears. This is gonna get a little controversial. Did I not write down Eco either? Fuck. Who the fuck is it? Thanks for the update. I feel caught up. No problem. If anyone else wants an update, I'll run through all of them again and again and again and again until you all stop asking. I think Eco is good. It's just not for me. Oh wait, did I have a... Hang on. Did I have it and not see it? There should be... Usually there's like a not for me tier. I guess I never wrote it down in it. That's a shame. You know, Eco is a good game. I'm gonna say Eco is a good game. Because it is. It's a technically sound, very good narrative-driven puzzle game. And honestly, the second time playing through it, I enjoyed it a lot more than my first. Mostly because I got to the exact same point. I knew what I was doing. Eco's from the guy who made Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, the exact same director, same studio and everything. I liked Eco on my second time playing through the 1 hour I did play it. Didn't really enjoy it my first time around, but it's growing on me. I think if I were to play more of it, I probably would enjoy it more. Eco's fantastic. Eco's good for me. It's just... The no dialogue, story-driven puzzle game is not something that I'm going to immediately grasp to, and I would love to love it more. But Eco is a good game. Let's see here. My Street. What if you took Carnival Games and turned it into an open world adventure game, but you also made it bad? That's kind of what My Street is. You're the new kid on the block. You're trying to get some street cred. You're trying to play some games with your friends, but it's just like a really unnecessarily complicated minigame collection, and you have to play the game to unlock more minigames. Like, you have to play the story mode to unlock more minigames. Did I have that? Where did I have that? Yeah, and the controls on just everything is not super fun. I think this is the only game that's going to be like truly bad. But My Street was not fun. What's next? Fatal Fury Battle Archives Volume 1. Now this is a collection of the first 3 Fatal Fury games, as well as the arcade edition of each game. Boy howdy. I didn't think I was gonna fall in love with Fatal Fury again. Fatal Fury 3 is so much fun, and Fatal Fury 2 is such a fun, it's so cool to play. Fatal Fury 3 might be my favorite Fatal Fury game. And I'm glad that I have a way to play it, because I think the only way you can play it is either through the arcade archives, or you have to do, you have to get the arcade version, like just on the internet somewhere. Have you played Fatal Frame yet? I have not played a Fatal Frame game. I don't know if I actually have a Fatal Frame game. Horror games aren't really going to be my thing. Well, some horror games, you'll find out soon why. But Fatal Fury, though, this is a great compilation of the first game, which is kind of whatever, but the rest of the Fatal Fury lineup is so fun. I'm gonna say this is a good compilation. This is a good game. This is a good compilation filled with good games. And so I think the best place to do it is put it in good game. Let's see what we got here. Soul Calibur 2. Speaking of fantastic fighting games, Soul Calibur 2, I'm so glad that we got to play Soul Calibur 2 again. Because I love me some Soul Calibur. I played a lot of it whenever it got brought onto the NSO GameCube library. And after picking up Heihachi in this, oh my god, I forgot how much fun playing Tekken games are. Or at least older Tekken games. But Soul Calibur is fantastic. Soul Calibur 2 is a great game, no matter what console you play it on. GameCube, PlayStation 2, Xbox, which we will get to at some point. All great games. Speaking of horror games that we talked about a little earlier, Silent Hill Shattered Memories. This is the most expensive game in the collection. I talked about it before. This game is over $400. And I am a proud owner of the PlayStation 2 version of Silent Hill Shattered Memories. For my first Silent Hill game ever, what a way to get into the game. At the start of the game, you do this like personality test, and to get the best experience, she loves this game. Roz talked me through to play the game as honest as you can, to do the quiz as honest as you can. Oh my god. Like, there's the atmosphere was set perfectly. There's environments in the game that switch depending on how you answer quiz questions. It's like you're like retelling the story to a therapist, and then the therapist is like a really creepy guy. I was super intrigued by like the overarching narrative of what was going on in the game. I honestly, I would probably go back and play this. I'd shit my pants the whole time, but I'd love to go back and play Silent Hill Shattered Memories. This game, where did I have this? Did I rank this correctly? I think Shattered Memories is a great game. It's not peak because for me, it's horror, and I'm like, you know, I'm a big baby bitch when it comes to horror games. But Silent Hill Shattered Memories is so good. It's so innovative for like PlayStation 2. That's like what, 2008, because this was also a Wii game. It's super like, it's like Kojima level like thought process, like early Kojima level thought process. It's so good. I'd be down for you to play that again. If you redeem 10,000 channel points for a back from the backlog, you can make me play it again, and I'll hate you forever for making me do it. I really want to try it. I can't recommend playing it enough. It's so good. Music Maker. This is not a video game. This is not a video game. This is a music making application. And it's kind of clunky and it's kind of weird to work with. I suppose there's probably like, you can probably hook up a USB mouse to it to make it work better, kind of like what you can do with the SNES mouse. But check out my SoundCloud. That's where this is going. There we go. Music Maker goes in. Check out my SoundCloud. And you should check out my SoundCloud. Impromptu purchase based off names: Starlight, Rainy Days, or Rain Shower. I'm a rain shower kind of guy. Rain Shower. POV, you make #1 on the Billboard charts after making a song using Music Maker on the PlayStation 2. That's so fucking funny. I would love to like tap into it and see like, because I love making music with video game stuff. It's a really cool thing that like not a lot of games do anymore, to have like just the music application. I'm definitely gonna give it another try at some point, but it's not super high on my priority list to get back to. Hey, Kunger. If you're still here, it's time. It's time. War of the Monsters. A game that I thought, honestly, was gonna go in okay. I thought this game was going to be an okay game that was trying to capitalize on what Rampage was supposed to be, where you're just a big monster, and you're just breaking down buildings or whatever. I also thought it was going to be like King of the Monsters, the SNK game that I talked about earlier, where it was just an arena fighting game, but it wasn't going to be very good or anything. But let me tell you, Wyatt, I don't know if you're still here. You talked about hidden gems earlier. War of the Monsters is probably the most hidden gem game I've ever played, ever. This game kept me on my toes and gave me like the most nostalgic feeling for just a fun video game ever. It's goofy as fuck. It's super goofy ragdoll physics. It's nothing like everything is just so good about the game. Even the things that feel bad about the game are just, it's not even like anything really to complain about. It's just so good. It's just so goofy fun. So War of the Monsters is peak gaming, joining Metal Gear Solid and Shadow of the Colossus. I put Rain Shower in the cart, but I liked Starlight too much and bought them both. Hell yeah. We love impulse buying. Impulse purchases is what led me here. Bully. Cassette Quest was talking about this one earlier. I enjoyed my time with Bully a lot. I would love to go back and play more Bully. I'm probably going to play it on a remaster with updated controls and everything, not on the PlayStation 2. But I think Bully is fantastic. I think Bully's a great game. For everything that I played, I loved everything that I was playing. I want to go back and play it more. Bully was, it gave me the same itch that I got when I played Metal Gear. Because I was like thinking about Metal Gear, like right after I stopped playing it for Backlog. And I'm like, fuck, I really want to play more Metal Gear. I would love to go back and play more Bully. Sega Bass Fishing Duel. Fucking hate these fishing games. Sega Bass Fishing Duel. I think I caught one fish and that's it. Sega Bass Fishing goes in the retirement home video games. It's awful. It sucks so much. You can't catch a fish. It doesn't let you like. Everything moves too quick, and there's no way to easily catch fish. Can we talk more about War of the Monsters instead of the next game? If we do that, we're gonna be here all night, which we can't do just yet. But War of the Monsters did end up in Pete Kunger, so giving you that right there. But no, Sega Bass Fishing Duel goes in retirement home video game because that's the only place it should belong because it sucks. SOCOM 2. SOCOM 2, I think I had a lot more enjoyable time with SOCOM 2 because it didn't feel as clunky to play, and it also, the narrative was kind of simple, straightforward. It's still not better than SOCOM 1. It's still in the same realm, so it goes into I wish I was having fun because again, it was just more SOCOM, which I wasn't all the fan of to begin with. So SOCOM 2 goes up in there. Next game. We love Katamari. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with We Love Katamari, but I was definitely not high enough to enjoy to its fullest potential. You want to talk about an acid trip? Any Katamari game will do that to you. It's weird, it's goofy, it's wild, it's, again, drug-inducing. Katamari is just drug-inducing. I probably want to play this again on a different console, but Katamari is a good game. If I probably sunk more time into it, it'd probably be a great game, but good game is still good game. Speaking of great games, Tekken 5. Tekken 5 is my personal favorite Tekken to play. I played a lot of Tekken 5 in the arcade. I love playing Mokujin. I want to sink more time into unlocking everything into Tekken 5. I might just grind that out one day. But Tekken 5, it just holds a special place in my heart. And so it's going to get a little bit of a bias. But Tekken 5 goes into great game. Tekken 5 is a great game. Which is not necessarily a great game because of bias, it's just a great game overall. Victorious Boxers, Ippo's Road to Glory, excuse me. Another fighting game that I was not expecting the depth that it had. So Victorious Boxers, if you don't know, is an anime. But I didn't know how much fun I was gonna have with the game. I thought the last boxing game I played was Fight Night, which was a piece of shit because it didn't tell me the controls. This game gets you through the controls. You can also change the camera angle like into 20 different camera angles. So you can play from your perspective, from the other person's perspective, from a top-down view, from a behind-the-back view. There was no reason for it to have that many options, but I'm glad that it did because once I was able to switch the cameras, I understood the controls immediately. There's also the fact that, like, there's so many characters in the game. Once you beat it, you can go back and do a versus fighting mode, and you can play as any character you want. I love that. I love when games allow you to do that. In Rose and Camilla, you have a fighting game mode where you do like 2-on-2 slapping fights, but you're only locked into like if you play in player 1, you can only pick characters that were from the player 1 position, while player 2 gets everyone else. This one lets you play as everyone. I love Ippo's Road to Glory. I think if I were to have a lot more fun, if I were to like get more into it, I'd say it probably would go higher. For now, I think it's a good game. But it's like hot, and I'm gonna put it here. It's sneaking into great game. For sure. For sure. Whoops. Wrong button. King of Fighters 2006. I am a big fan of 3D fighters. I love Tekken, I love Soul Calibur. This just doesn't hit the same way as it should for most 3D fighting games. It's just a little too hard to like really sink your teeth into, especially because King of Fighters and Fatal Fury have the same problem that I don't like, which is the link system. I do not want to learn links, which if you don't know what links are, it's basically where you put in the entire combo at once and then it executes and you have to hope that your opponent doesn't block. At least that's my understanding of links. I'm sure someone else will tell me, will give me a different definition, but King of Fighters 2006, it also had a lot of long load times. It took like 2 minutes to load in between each section, but it's an okay experience. It would probably be here. It's gonna sit at the tail end of okay, because like if it was any more wrong with it, it would probably be here, if I can be honest. But I like fighting games, so I kind of have to have it a little boosted. But that's enough of that. So like Sonic 06? No, it's not Sonic 06 bad, which that's a whole other deal. It's just, oh, you mean like load times and everything? Yeah. Yeah, it's just, fuck, maybe it is like Sonic 06. What the fuck was going on in 2006? Anyway. Oh, real pool. I love playing pool. If I don't get stripes, if I don't get stripes, I'll forfeit my game. I am incredibly lucky when it comes to pool. And this game has is way better than you'd expect it to be. It's got mini games to play. It's got a banging soundtrack. It's got puzzles. And it's probably one of the most in-depth pool games I've ever played. You also love playing with your balls. That is true. I love playing with my balls. Real Pool is a great game. And if they ever put it on anything modern, I would probably play this before I go to bed. Because I don't want to boot the PlayStation 2 right before I go to bed. I would probably play the hell out of this game right before bed. I love playing with balls. Let's see what else we got here. TMNT Smash Up. It's a Smash Brothers clone, but it's not. It's one of those bad Smash Brothers clones. It definitely is gonna sit in. I wish I was having fun, because it's just, as long as it's not that dastardly fake pool. Exactly. No fake pools here. TMNT Smash Up. This is at a time where everyone was trying to make Smash Brothers. You can't make Smash Brothers. The only people who can make Smash Brothers, the only people I trust making Smash Brothers are Sakurai, the Rivals of Ether team, and Dan, and Ludosity, who made Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Those are the only three I trust to make Smash Brothers games. Ubisoft just needs to stop doing it, stop their money laundering scheme with Brawlhalla, because who the fuck is playing Brawlhalla, and just move on. What do we got? Call of Duty World at War Final Fronts. This game was made in release with the actual World at War game for modern consoles. This is like a companion title. It doesn't really hold anything to the actual story, and I'm kind of glad it doesn't. It's not very good. I bet Castle Crashers guy could make Smash Bros. The Behemoth team might make a good Smash Brothers game. That's actually a good point. Huh. I would love to see them. They did Alien Hominid 2, I think. Or they did, it was either 2 or a remaster. And I haven't played it yet, but I think they could definitely do like a Smash Bros game. Now that I'm saying it, or now that you said it. World at War Final Fronts as a companion title, sure, but like on its own, it's not great. It's not very great. It's just super clunky. It's kind of hard to play through. The controls don't feel good. I wish I was having fun with it. I'll be honest. Fast Strike. This was also one of the first games that we played for Backlog. This goes in retirement home shit. This is another case of shitty ass fishing game that don't work. You only catch like one fish every like 100 years. It's just not great. It sucks. Reaching the final games, your final 7 games. Let's see what's next. MLB Slugfest 2004. I bought this because I thought it was a different game. I bought MLB Slugfest 2004 because I thought that this was the MLB Slugfest where you could play as Scorpion and Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. if you can, I don't know how to do it, but I didn't really get into this game. But yeah, it's okay. It's competent, but it's okay. I have to head out, put it on the record that my prediction for the next console is SNES. Have a good night, Will. Thank you very much for hanging out, and I'll make sure to throw in your vote for the predictees later on. We're not actually going to do predictees, but have a good day, Will. Have a good night. MLB Slugfest, I bought it thinking it was a different game. It's okay. It's a competent baseball game. If you like MLB and you like goofier MLB, probably it's in here, but I'm just gonna keep it an okay because of my tempered expectations. I thought we were doing predictions. Yeah, but there's so many predictions though. There's so many games. If you want to start getting predictees ready, we have 6 games left, Roz. Barbie Horse Adventures Wild Horse Rescue. Now, I have a problem with horses in video games as a vessel to be transportation. Ignore this. This is the exception. Horse controls in video games are not good. And for a Barbie game, I kind of had to temper my expectations because I was like, you know, it's a licensed children's game. It's gonna be, you know, it's not gonna be great. And I was right. It's not great. I wish I was having fun. Brando in the background, they're never good. Well, you say that. You say that. There is one Barbie game that is very good, and we'll get to that here in a minute. I also really hate horse controls. Breath of the Wild was the biggest culprit of that. Oh, horse controls. Okay. Barbie games are great. Yeah, Barbie games are good. Horse Adventures wasn't all that great. Horse controls, though, with the exception being Shadow of the Colossus, horse controls are ass. Breath of the Wild ruined that for me, especially. Trying to ride the horses in that game, I absolutely I wrote off using horses the whole game. I walked and I traveled everywhere by foot. I did that in Tears of the Kingdom as well. Barbie Pet Shop, Rapunzel, Swan Lake, never played any of those. I don't know. Barbie Princess Bride, that's a fake game to me. I don't know. Fight me, I will. Let's see what's next. Hot Shots Golf 4. The 4th entry in the Hot Shots series. This was the turning point for me where I realized that, man, I don't think golf games are any good. Where did I have this one? That's what I thought. Those are my lifeblood. I'm so sorry. But yeah, Hot Shots Golf 4 was also another case of I wish I was having fun, because all the characters were annoying. I was fucking up all the shots. There's a lot of content that I didn't really get to dive into as far as like unlockables and everything. But man, I wish I was having fun with it. I still have the CDs. Come over, Steve, and bring a CD player. I don't have a CD player, but I'll still head over. We can all hang out and watch Barbie movies. It'll be great. Tekken Tag Tournament. Where did I put this? This is my... No, it's not the first tag game I played. I played Tag 2. Who doesn't have a CD player? I used to have a CD player. I have a CD player in my truck. I don't have a CD player like... I have a vinyl record player. And I guess I have consoles that can play CDs. Tekken Tag, I think, is okay. I wouldn't say... For the first Tekken Tag game, it definitely shows. Is it a DVD player or CD for computer games? Is what? The CD player in my truck? It's a CD player. Tekken Tag is an okay game, is an okay Tekken game. I'm really surprised about the starting roster, because I would have figured I would have been able to play Kazuya for right up the rip, because that's my boy. And I didn't. It was just really odd. It's just an okay game. I don't think I have much more to say on it, because we just did the arcade fights over again. It's okay. That's just my feelings, though. And I don't really know how else to express that it's just okay. All right, final three. Here we go, I think. Yeah, final three. Top Angler. Do we have anything other than Nintendo, PlayStation, or Xbox options? No, just Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. Atari stuff is not being included yet because of the emulation issues we had earlier. Although you'd be hard-pressed to find a DVD player that can play CDs. That's very true, yeah. Top Angler is the messiah of fishing games. It's the holy grail of fishing games. This game does not belong in the retirement center because it's competent. It's how a fishing game should be played. You cast it out with one stick and then you reel in with both sticks. You have to like reel in and then also move your guy like this and reel him in and like try to fight the fish. It works with the dual sticks. It's intuitive. It's fantastic. After playing these two pieces of shit, this one and this one, oh my god, this game is so okay. And that is how it should be. No fishing game should be higher on the list than okay. This one deserves to be on okay. Last two games. Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses. One of the earliest 3D platformers that I had ever played on my PC computer in the early days. There's a predictees running right now to predict on what the next game will be, what the next system will be. Will it be a Nintendo system, another PlayStation system, or Xbox? You're more than welcome to predict now with your channel points. Go ahead and drop into there and take on that right now. But one of the first games we played on my PC growing up, on the family computer. Tank controls and 3D platforming don't sound like a great combination. For this, it kind of works because it's kind of easy platforming. I would say that Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses is an okay game because it's nothing to write home about. There are these weird Just Dance sections in the middle, in between the games that are like, it's cool, but obviously there's room for improvement for more Barbie games, which we do have more Barbie games. We'll see how good those are later down the line. Let's go gambling. Absolutely. Gamble away your predictions. Gamble, 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 gamble. And finally, our last game of the evening. You know what it is. You know how good this game is. You all watched me finish the game during this session. There is no other way around it. Over the Hedge transcends peak. And there is no argument for it. It goes here. And that's it. Those are all of our PlayStation 2 games. Okay, fair. I don't know. It's so good. I highly recommend if you're ever going to play a PlayStation 2 game, make one of them Over the Hedge. All right, now to organize this shit. We do this. And then also change the color here. We're gonna get real fancy with it here. Stop adding tiers with only one game. No, that's what makes it fun here. More tiers equals more better. Isn't that right, Dio? There we go. There's that. DNF. DNF goes there. Yeah. Retirement home video game. Nope. Retirement home video game goes there, I think. Check out my SoundCloud, I think, goes here, and that's going to get color changed to that. And then Transcend's Peak is going to run all the way to the top here. Nope, wrong button. There we go. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. There we go. Let me download this real quick. Every time I go to like download the thing, it has a hard time when I do this one. So let me add, I guess I'll add more spaces here. Let me try doing this. There we go. I like that one. And there we go. Make sure that it, yep, all good. That'll get posted in the Discord later. And you guys will be able to check that out. By the way, if you are not a part of the Discord and you like the action that you're seeing in here, you are more than welcome to join into the Discord, as I talked about earlier, and get up to dates on streams, hang out with some cool people, see some cool stuff, and all that jazz. But enough about that. I'll end the prediction when you pull up the wheel if the time hasn't run out yet. Go ahead and start. Go ahead and get your votes in last minute because we're about to start it. Green flashbang. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to embark. It's closed. Okay. We are about to embark on the next season of Backlog Blitz. It could be any one of these games over here. NES, SNES, N64, Wii, Wii U, Switch, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, 3DS, PlayStation, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Xbox One. We are about to embark on a new journey. After a couple streams, we have, of course, coming up, not this coming week, but the next week, we have, shuffle them first? Oh, I will. We have the Nerf gun tier list stream. Then we have a scavenger hunt stream. Then we have a cooking stream coming up. Then we have a bit of a break. Then we have like a kind of like a, I don't know what to do. At some point we'll have a break in between all that. And then we have a Super Monkey Ball 2 playthrough. Of course, redeemed by Wilster B himself. And in between all of this, you guys are more than welcome to also redeem any game from the backlog that we've played. If you want to see a full comprehensive list of everything we've played so far, go ahead and type !backlog list into the chat, and you can see the spreadsheet that has every game that we've played so far, and that's worth 10,000 channel points. You are more than welcome to take a look at that. 1,000 votes, 1,000 in each vote. Ooh. No stream on September 3rd to 21st. Exactly. On September 3rd to 21st, that is, we have no streams going on there. Those will be break times, and then we will be back to our regularly scheduled program unless otherwise stated. You can also get updates of that from the Discord as well. So if you want to scroll back up and take a look at that link, you're more than welcome to do that. I didn't know there were more than 10 Nintendo consoles. There's home consoles, there's like 9, and then there's like a bunch, there's all the handheld stuff. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's like 14, including both. So. Oh, on the wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, damn. Yeah, there is a lot of Nintendo. But Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? We're gonna shuffle once. What was the predictees? I can't see it. What did the, should have gone for PlayStation. What did the predictees run? Who won out on the predictions? Because I didn't see it by the time it ended. Or at least I don't see it. Even split? Fuck. All right. Are we ready for the next Backlog Blitz console? Let's go gambling, folks. Spin that wheel. There we have it. There we have it, folks. It's a rig. Do it again until we have PlayStation. Next season of Backlog Blitz, Season 5 will be the Nintendo Entertainment System. And this will be very fun to do. Yep. Nintendo is going to be, their NES is going to be a little shorter than the rest of them, because there's not as many cartridge games that we have, but still going to be a fun library to play. Not the one I wanted. I know. I was hoping for something a little more modern, but we're going to have a great time playing the NES library once we're all said and done. But that's it. Any RPGs? Let me check, actually. Let me see what's on the list. Bum bum bum. Unless you count Pinball Quest as an RPG, no, we do not have any RPG games. Well, I actually don't know. We have Time Lord, we have Pinball Quest. Those are like the most RPG games I think we have. Eddie Zapper games? No, but we do have a piano game, which you'll figure out what that means when we get to it. That'll be fun. What else we got? We got a couple pinball games. We got some Monopoly. It's actually a pretty short library. Only 26 games. Pretty short. We have all three Adventures of Lolo games, which you don't know Adventures of Lolo. It's a pretty cute little puzzle game made by HAL Laboratory back in the day. I don't think this is my playlist anymore. It's not, but it's fine. It's cooking volume music. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and end it there then. I hope you all had a great time listening to me bitch and ramble about video games for 2 hours. I had a great time doing it, and I'm excited for the NES. I cannot wait to play it. Thanks for the stream. Of course, thank you very much, all of you, for showing up and hanging out with me. We just hit, I don't know if you guys, any of you guys were here, we hit 100 followers last stream. That was crazy, and it's gonna keep going. I hope it keeps going. It's with the support of you guys that allows me to do this in a way that I could have never imagined to do, and I'm so thankful to be able to do this. And I don't want to get all long-winded and rambly, but thank you from the bottom of my heart for hanging out with me, watching and hanging out in chat. It means the world to me. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something fun. We're gonna rate out to the newest follower. We're gonna rate out to Lavixie, because she is live right now, and we're going to go and show them some love right now. Let me see what they're doing here. Right now, Lavixie is playing some Marvel Rivals, so we're gonna go hang out with her for a little bit. If you guys like some Marvel Rivals, you guys will be able to enjoy yourselves in there. But yeah, let's go raid Lavixie. Let me make sure I spell it right. There we go. go ahead and you are more than welcome to hit her with some of these little guys. Go ahead and give her some little guys in chat. You can spam as much as you want, but be respectful about that, okay? But that's where we're gonna call it today. Good stream today as always. Thank you very much, Tiger. Appreciate that. I'm gonna head out and we're gonna hang out in Levixi's stream, watch some Marvel Rivals. Thank you very much for everyone for watching. I will see you next Sunday, not this week, not this Wednesday like we usually do, but next Sunday for more. I lost my train of thought. For more fun with the Nerf gun tier list and much more to come. But until then, I will see you all next week. Bye-bye now.